Hey guys, I hope you're having a great week. Today I'm going to show you how to make homemade soft pretzels. For this activity, you're going to need quite a bit of stuff, but don't worry, this is all common household stuff. So you'll need a bowl to mix everything in, some brown sugar, some active dry yeast, some flour, water, baking soda, something to roll your dough with, a spoon, a cutting board, and for my toppings, I chose to do butter and coarse salt, but you can of course do cinnamon and sugar, or you can do shredded cheddar cheese on top if you want a pizza. All right. To begin, let's make sure that we are putting in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a tablespoon of yeast, and 1 1/4 cup of lukewarm water. We want to mix this in until all of it is dissolved together. You can then begin to start slowly adding in about 3 1/2 to 4 cups of flour. It's a lot easier to mix if you add the flour in a little at a time. It may start to get difficult, so if you want to stop using the spoon and start using your hands, that's totally fine as well. If you're using your hands, you want to make sure that when your dough is done, none of it sticks to your hand anymore. This can be a good arm workout. Now you can add in the last of it. Once your dough no longer sticks to your hand, and you only have flour residue on your hands, then you can put it in a new bowl or use the same bowl and set it aside, cover it, and put it in a warm place until the dough doubles in size. So once your dough has risen, you can push it off to the side a little bit and get out your cutting board. You can take a little piece of your dough, roll it around. You want it to look like a giant long worm so that you can turn it into the shape of a pretzel. If you want it to be extra thick, then by all means make it a little thicker than this one. This one's pretty thin. So you'll put it in a U shape, put one over the other, twist it, and then bring back forward. I'll show you another bigger example. So roll it out until it's a giant worm. If your dough doesn't want to roll, you can add flour to it. Once it's big enough, a U shape, one over the other, twist it, and then bring it back down. So it's a giant knot. Once you've made your pretzels, you will, in another bowl, add 1.5 cups of hot water, so be extra careful when holding this. And you'll add 1/4 cup of baking soda to it. You can use the spoon you already used to mix the baking soda and the water together. It's okay if a little bit of the dough gets into the batter. Once your solution has been created, you'll want to take one of the pretzels you've made, dip it in the solution, and then place it on your baking sheet. You might need some parent assistance for this. Once you have completed this, you can preheat your oven to 500 degrees and bake it for 6 minutes. Okay, and once you take your pretzels out of the oven, they should look something like this. And now you can add your toppings. Go ahead and just grab one pretzel at a time. Like I said, I wanted to do butter and salt, so I'm gonna brush some butter on top. And then I recommend you put the salt in your hand. And then you can sprinkle the salt on top of the pretzel. Thanks for watching. See you guys next week.